going on, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing?
Dan with TS Labz, come on in.
Yeah, thanks for having us today.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow, man. This is impressive. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, take us a little tour around. Show us what you've got. I see you got the chilled water skid over here. You got your ice maker.
Absolutely. All RO water here. Make sure our water is exactly the temperature that we want.
What temp are you going for normally?
We try and sit around 34 to 36.
Nice.
36.5, yeah, somewhere in
It
there.
does that no problem?
No problem all day long. Ice maker, all RO water as well.
What about the chest freezers over here? How much are you normally fitting in here?
So this one's store roughly around 100 pounds. This one in the corner here is roughly around 50 pounds, although we use that mainly for like hash deliveries and stuff like that are going to the dispensaries. But otherwise, we got this and a couple freezers over there that store all material getting ready to get washed.
Sweet. Yeah, what is this that you've got in here right now?
Right here we got 38 pounds of Lemonhead Delight
Nice.
from Kaya Cannabis. Yeah,
Have you washed this one yet?
I have. This is about a 7%er for us. This is mainly a big wholesaler. We get quite a bit of material out of this one. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, what's up with the Cascade ovens over here? Why do you have those?
Well, Cascade ovens, originally these came with all of our distillate equipment. We started as solvent extraction only, and now we've kind of gone to solventless extraction. So now we still keep it, not really used to its full potential, but our back oven, we use this kind of for decarb, for oil, for vape carts, and even for like heating up press bags to keep the clear tech. Same with this as well. This will heat up oil. And the best thing about these commercial ovens, they will stay on as long as we keep them on.
Totally. You're not worried about leaving them overnight.
Yep, nope, not at all.
Totally. So you got quite a few harvest rights over here too. Are you guys usually keeping all these running at once, or these just backups?
No, so yeah, the little ones are kind of backups, but they all do get used. We wash roughly 4 times a week, so we do need 4 freeze dryers. But for the smaller runs, anything that's like 30 pounds and below, we typically run on the small ones. Anything 30 pounds or higher, we'll hit the big ones. Although from our experience, smaller ones finish the hash much faster than the large pharmaceuticals.
Really? Why do you think that is?
I think it's a smaller area to vacuum, and vacuum is even like these will get down to like 180 roughly MT. These will get down below 100, 170s to 60 MT just off the very basics oil vacuum pump.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, man. Very cool. Yeah, you guys have a nice space over here. I guess you guys started with the Axis. How long have you guys had this?
Yeah, we've had the Axis for almost just under 4 years now, I believe, which has been a workhorse for us for sure. Which is great. It kind of started, this is how I started washing hash back in the day with 5-gallon buckets. We're picking them up, dumping them. This is the closest commercially that I could get to that.
Totally.
So it was a very easy off the get-go for me. But now, thank goodness, we've kind of graduated to the big boy in the back, the Osprey, which is dominating everything about this pure pressure equipment.
Nice. And when you say dominating, what do you mean? What's different between running this, running the Osprey?
Well, the Osprey can do 10 pounds more per wash, which doesn't sound like much, but that's huge. Roughly our batches from harvest are usually between 30 and 40 pounds. So if I get a 33-pound Lemonhead Delight batch, I can't wash it in this. So then I have to split it into 2 washes. Takes up much more time. Osprey can handle the entire wash one time. As well as cleaning. Cleaning is 100 times easier on the Osprey. As well as like the auto sieve makes things much easier. The true micron size on the filters helps us out quite a bit.
Yeah, have you noticed any difference in quality, yields, the time it takes to wash, anything like that?
The time it takes to wash, I mean, Osprey will definitely go faster. We can kind of get the material quicker. This I don't know, yield is slightly better on the Osprey than it is on here. But I do have to wash not quite twice as much time, but let's say a 6-hour wash on that is equal to a roughly 4-hour wash on the Osprey.
So you're saying it takes less time in the Osprey to get the same yield?
To get more, yep.
Yeah,
yep.
Or to get more yield.
Yeah, exactly, you get more yield. And to create that like vortex in the water to where nothing is touching the material whatsoever. It kind of enables our first, second, third, and fourth wash hash to be like primo, fantastic. This one, because of the paddle, it does slightly touch the material. So we do get minor plant material. So I do kind of hold this off mainly for like food grade or wholesale orders that need quality isn't quite as important as like dab grade for dispensaries. Does that make sense?
Totally. Yeah. So what all products are you guys making?
So we're doing dabs, rosin. We have a 3-star tier, basically 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. 3-star is our highest tier, 90 to 120 micron first wash only. And we only do iceless washes. Obviously, we use no ice whatsoever. Our 2-star is a 90 micron only. So you're looking at second, third, possibly fourth wash. And then your 1-star is our full spectrum, 45 micron up to 159 micron. Not a true full spectrum, but we don't put the 25 or we don't put the 160 in because we consider that food grade. Those are probably our main products. Our biggest thing right now is our rosin joints. Rosin joints are doing very well. We do a 0.2 gram rosin as well as a 0.8 flour, all in a raw cone. We have an activated live rosin syringe, which I have to be very careful how I speak about that. But if anybody knows about the term activated, it can be used for several different applications rather than just smoking.
See, a lot of people get upset about calling it solventless RSO. So what do you guys refer to it at the retail level?
I mean, that's how we mainly explain it to them, that it is like a solventless RSO. It can be used as like a topical and many other forms. But again, for that reason, we have to be very particular on how we explain it and how the dispensary sells it to the consumer.
Totally.
Because it can't be marketed as an edible.
It's confusing, man. There's so many different terms. It's like, what do you pick? You can't make everybody happy.
I know, yeah. No matter what, somebody's mad, so we just pick whichever one's going to work the best. Right?
Totally. Yeah, you said something about iceless washing, though. You said, you guys do iceless. What made you make that switch?
Well, mainly just from my experience, the ice kind of bangs together in the wash and kind of, again, touches the plant material and breaks off those extra little, stalks or even plant material or whatever else that we don't want. So we just make sure the water maintains specifically a temperature between 35 and 37.5 roughly. And so we'll make sure that the ice is melted prior to that. Like the Osprey, for example, we fill the nest with ice and kind of circulate that just to make sure that the water maintains that temperature, but there's no ice being put into the main vessel itself.
Okay. Very cool. So I see you got the 3-press Medusa.
Yeah, this has been a killer for us, man. This is fantastic. We're able to press triple the amount of material now. It's a really a big workhorse.
Nice.
For sure, yeah.
And so what temp are you guys normally pressing at?
Again, depending on exactly what the finished product is. So if it's going to go to dab grade, we'll roughly press between 159 to 161. If it's going to go into, if it's like a food grade, I'm trying to get that yield out. So roughly high 160s to roughly low 170s for that.
Okay.
And then second press, we don't do any kind of second press or anything like that. So no product of ours is second pressed whatsoever.
And so in terms of like rosin bags, what are you guys using? Just 25 micron? Or?
Yep. We'll do 25 micron, which we use your guys', the low temp bags. These are fantastic. Actually, we haven't had a single blowout so far, which is super impressive. We'll do 25 micron inside bag. It will be obviously inside out. Standard size. Then we put the another 25 inside out over top, and then another 25 over top of that.
So why the inside out thing? I've never heard of that before.
It's just to kind of make it like, basically so that first bag slides into the second bag without having to like bend it and kind of crink it up, you know what I mean, to get it in there.
Yeah.
And then the third one does make it a little bit more like that. But from our experience, as opposed to a second 2-bag press, as opposed to a 3-bag press. If you burn both those in your banger, the amount of material left behind in the 2-bag press is a lot more material left than the 3-bag press. So I'm kind of taking that more of like we're getting impurities into our press based on that, fast lipids, waxes. I'm trying to keep all that stuff out as much as possible. Keep your bangers as clean as possible.
Very cool. So you've got the wash set up over here with the Osprey.
We do.
And so how much are you normally throwing in here at a time?
Anywhere between 30 and 40 pounds usually.
Okay.
We've gone as low as 17 pounds, but this thing's a workhorse, so we try and work it.
Very cool.
Absolutely, man.
And so when you guys load up all your material, are you doing like a pre-soak before you get started washing?
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll put ice in here. We'll kind of do a couple circulations, make sure all pipes are cleaned out prior. There's nothing being left in from the previous wash. When we kind of get that water set to temperature, we'll do a little wash with a little bit of ice in there until we get to the exact temperature we want, let it all melt. We'll put our material in there. We push it down. I'll spray it for a little bit just to keep it kind of wet. We do roughly a 15-minute pre-soak, depending on material. If it's all true fresh frozen, like solid buds, we'll do a 15-minute pre-soak, let it go, then we'll get it started.
No, I love it, man. What's up with the vacuum over here on the side of the wall?
Oh yeah. That's actually it helps us get all the material out of the wash once the entire wash is complete.
Okay.
So we'll vacuum all the leftover material as well as all the little stuff. If we drop water or anything else that kind of comes up here, it's just easy to keep everything clean.
Yeah. No,
and again, cleanliness for us is probably the most important factor.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Cleanliness is key in a lab for sure. I love what you guys have done here.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, definitely take pride in this place. That's for sure.
Yeah, I can tell. Sweet. So I see this ventilation system, man. This looks insane. What temp are you usually keeping it at in here?
So we're able, because this room is completely, we have 6 sheets of drywall on all 4 sides besides the garage door here. So we do keep it cold. The AC unit is for an extraction lab, a commercial extraction lab. We will maintain on wash days between mid 40s to mid 50s, depending on the outside temperature. But luckily we're able to, there's charcoal filters throughout the entire vents constantly just to keep the MED happy. We don't put off any smell of cannabis whatsoever from our facility.
Yeah, you'd never know walking outside.
No, we're very hidden, right where we want to be.
Totally. Yeah, I noticed you guys had the what was the other filter that you had up there? You had a dehumidifier.
Yep, dehumidifier with a HEPA filter with it as well, just to make sure that area over there by our RO water isn't getting like, you know, high microbial levels. We're not having still water sitting around, stuff like that, just to make sure we don't have any issues.
Very cool. Take a look over here at your little cleaning station. I noticed you guys have 2 sinks over here. So you've got the, I guess the 2-bay or triple bay sink over here, and then the 1 hand washing station.
Yeah.
I've been told here in Denver, like if you want to produce edibles, you have to have a hand washing station.
Yep, correct. And from my understanding in Colorado, or at least Denver area, in order for us to produce material for edible companies and to produce material to make our own edibles, we have to have a 3-tub sink, as well as the floor painted, as well as food safe paint on the walls throughout.
Okay.
Which we have everything. So we are approved for edibles. We haven't tackled that feat yet, but we're looking to in the future.
So you're looking to make edibles in the future as well?
Yeah, yep.
But you guys are already making a ton of oil for edible companies,
We are, yep, we are. We do probably 40% of our business is supply decarb rosin for food grade companies.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We do quite a bit.
What would you say is like your best selling product currently? Like what is your bread and butter? Is it the rosin? Just
probably just the dabbable rosins. Dabbable rosins and joints. Rosin joints are huge right now.
Yeah, those are crazy.
They're moving good. They burn great for us. Everyone loves them. Yeah.
On average, what do you think the retail cost of, like, say one of your infused pre-rolls and then just a regular gram of rosin, you know, your full spec, what would you say at the retail level consumers are buying that for?
So retail version of our joint will be about 14 bucks.
Okay.
Plus tax, obviously, out the door, unless you're medical, as well as grams of rosin. They kind of vary based on where you go, but it's about 30 bucks out the door.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so
super
1 gram of rosin, that's full spectrum, yeah.
Totally. No, I've had a lot of your products too. I've been impressed. It's really good.
Well, thank you,
Great
man.
bang for your buck. So
absolutely,
like
we're
what you guys are doing.
trying to produce that rosin for everybody, man.
Totally.
Not just the connoisseurs. Yeah.
No, I get it, man. Let's go take a look at your packaging compartment now.
All right, let's do it.
So tell me a little bit about your packaging station here. What all do you have going on? I noticed it's separate from the washroom.
Yep, it's a little bit warmer up here in order for us to package product. It does help, unless it's hash or something, we will go in the back and gram that out as well. But this is kind of Alex's department up here. He runs this section up here. We got the LCD to produce material or gram material for us for the dispensary. This thing pumps it out fast. It does our 1 gram and 2 gram buckets, no problem. As opposed to even a drier rosin as a wetter rosin. It's a great piece of machinery for us so far.
Cool. Yeah, you've got a vape part filling machine too?
Yep, we got a vape jet, which we have mixed feelings on that. Sometimes it's great. It's great for any kind of like a 500 carts or more at a time. Otherwise, it's not good for anything less than that. But it's a great piece of machinery.
And so when you're doing less than 500, how are you guys doing that? Just a big glass syringe or?
No, yeah, so we'll do that's where he's got this here. We'll do the 50 shot.
Okay.
The 50 shot is easier for us, the least amount of waste possible. And we don't pre-fill all of our carts that are ready to go to dispensaries. We only do a small batch at a time just to ensure that they're not sitting for too long and they're not having issues when they start up for the first time, yeah.
Okay. And what are you guys using for hardware? What does your cartridge hardware look like?
So hardware, we do blink. So it's got that, let's see if I got any of that close.
Is that like the adjustable airflow?
Yeah, it's got the adjustable airflow. So yeah, you're looking at like, you know, these kinds here.
Okay.
But yeah, half gram. We only do half gram. We still don't think the full gram is
just doesn't
up
taste
to
good at the end
these days. Yeah, no, huh? But yeah, it's got the adjustable airflow. metal design, 510 thread. It's a great cart.
Yeah.
Great cart.
You guys
yeah.
get good feedback from customers? No leaky carts, anything like that?
No, nothing like that. I mean, we spent quite a long time customizing these. We ended up going with like a 2.4 aperture and a 1.3 ohm resistance just to make sure that the oil is able to go through there without any clog, and the consumer can still get a massive hit without getting that burnt taste.
What would you say the failure rate is on those?
Failure rate, I mean, since we've been open, we've been selling those for what, 2 years, 2.5 years, and I can probably count on two hands the amount that we've had returned.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane. All right, sweet. So you've got a nice little spread here, your products. I guess let's start with the hash. What do you have here?
So this would be some full melt hash. This hasn't been pressed yet, but this is like 3-star Granddaddy Perp. This is coming from the legal dispensary, their grow. I mean, definitely check it out. It's fantastic hash. That will be your first wash.
Damn, that's nice.
The 90 to 120, yeah. We do roughly like a 10-15 minute hand wash on that, and then it's pretty much done.
And you'd say this is actually full melt?
I would say,
After
yeah,
you
that's pretty dang close. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty dang close. Yep.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Oh, yeah.
That is nice. All right, so these are the infused pre-rolls you've got here. How much did you say was in here? A gram of flour?
Yeah, so you'll have 0.8 A-grade flour. We don't even use small. We use A-grade only flour, as well as 0.2 rosin, and it's always 90 micron rosin. So they're a very good bang for your buck, roughly
That's awesome.
14 bucks.
So are you guys rolling these by hand? Or are you using a machine to assist you at all? What do you found to be the best?
We use a machine. We've actually tested these for quite a while. We tried to do the snake for so long. And we've actually found out chopping it up kind of maintains that burn as long as there's a little bit of flour between each like potential dab. It kind of ensures that the burn still maintains perfect. So yeah, that's basically how we're doing. We'll do like a quick little fill of flour, dab, flour, dab, flour, dab. And they seem to be burning great for everybody, man.
Okay. No, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. And then these are your jars. Typically keep your rosin in these and then hash in these. So just the only difference is just the label on top.
Correct. Yeah, we're in the process right now of changing all of our packaging, so those won't be like that for too much longer. We're kind of going more towards this design.
Okay.
But that's still coming here in the future.
But you're still going to keep the same jars?
Yeah, roughly. We're tossing around the pot bag. We're tossing around the Myron. I really do want to go to Myron. Myron's just so expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at roughly $1.20 per jar, as opposed to these that are roughly 40 to 60 cents per jar.
Oh, wow.
So it's double the price.
Yeah. Triple even.
Yeah, even triple. And so we're possibly tossing around the idea of doing that mainly for our top tier rosin only, and kind of keeping the lower tier affordable for everybody else.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes total sense. I get a lot of good feedback about the Myron jars. I love them myself.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Old Faithful for sure. So this is the decarbed rosin that you were talking about.
Correct.
What are most people using this for? They drop drops into their tongue just like they do RSO, or?
So it's kind of dependent. Again, I have to be kind of careful on how I describe the uses for this. But I mean, I've heard of people putting it in there to refill their own vape carts. I mean, as you can see, oil color wise, it is vape grade. It's not even food grade. It's a nice oil.
This product is for inhalation purposes only. All right, so you got a couple jars here too.
Yeah,
What do you got here? This is sour diesel?
Yeah, this is our high country sour diesel. This is our full spectrum dab. And it does come from Kaya Cannabis, this one. Let's go ahead and check that one out. Came out fantastic.
Oh, that's nice. That is nice. So this one's a lot lighter in color too. I mean, people get so caught up in color these days, you know, dark versus light rosin. Everybody wants rosin that looks like this, but
yeah.
I mean, you notice any difference? I don't myself, but I'm just curious, like, do you look for light rosin too?
No, when I'm buying rosin, no. The last thing I worry about is color, to be honest with you, unless it's like abnormal color.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, to be honest, typically for me, the darker rosins end up having a little bit better taste for me than the lighter ones. So I probably focus more towards those. But
do you think that's because of the maturity that the plant was grown to, and that's why you're getting better taste out of some of the darker colors?
I think so. Again, it's strain specific for sure, but I think you're right. But I mean, like, what is it? Chopped Cookies is always dark. Lemonhead Delight is always dark. Don't pass up dark rosins. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Don't pass them up. Yeah.
I completely agree, because sometimes people just harvest early just to get the light color, and that's why you're stressed out whenever you smoke that shit.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. The plant didn't have enough time to mature. It would have been a lot better if you let it go.
All right, so tell me a little bit about this other jar you've got here. What is this?
So this is our Dumpster Fire 2-star. So this is 90 micron only from 2nd to 4th wash. This one came out fantastic. Much more of a gassy strain.
Oh, that's nice too. I like that. Nice and juicy too.
Yeah,
Nice
it's
work.
a really good strain.
Is this one of your go-tos? I mean, do you guys wash this one a lot?
I think we've washed that one 4 times, I think now. That is a monster for us. I think we hit high 5s, low 6s on that every time.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just a great gassy strain. Yeah.
No, I love it. Nice work. So if I was looking to pick up some of these products around Denver, what would you say would be like your top 3 go-to dispensaries where I can get them in stock and for an affordable price?
Well, the Denver area, Reefer Madness carries a great selection of our stuff. They always keep the newest stuff.
They're great, yeah.
Yeah, they've always been really good for us. There are a few other ones, but I will want to touch on a big one down in between Colorado Springs and Denver, Monument area, actually Palmer Lake to be precise. Alpine Essential, they are killing it down there. So anybody who needs recreational from the Colorado Springs area all the way up to the Denver area, Alpine Essential always has our brand new products at all times.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, we'll have to go check it out, man. Well, Dan, I really appreciate you showing us all your products, giving us a tour of the lab. Is there anything else you guys wanted to show us?
I don't think so, man. I just got to get to work. So if you don't mind, take it easy, bud.
We'll get on out. Appreciate you.